welcome to Simps Not So Anonymous. Thank you for joining us in our fight against the simp pandemic that is spreading throughout our great nation. This highly infectious disease that is making men weak and our women less submissive, destroying our families and causing our communities to fall into chaos. Today's simp tale is not fiction. These stories are based on actual events of a simp simping. The names will be changed to protect the innocent, but let's learn together, let's build together, let's fix this problem together. Welcome back, my simps, my hard-working simps, trying to build your way back to being a man. As I keep doing these videos, I keep having new stories, keep having new memories, things that I've talked about in the past, things that I've talked about that funny stories, not so funny stories, hurtful stories. But as you do it, there's things that pop up and you can't do anything but laugh, right? If you don't laugh, you'll cry through most of it and whatnot. But I've got a story, and it's going to have to be a hypothetical because we don't want to know who I'm talking about. But here's a hypothetical story from a long time ago that should have told this particular simp, run. This particular simp should have grabbed everything and ran right now if he hadn't been booty blind and trying to look past everything. This story happens as a simp is moving into his new apartment. Slightly furnished apartment, bringing your stuff in around other stuff and whatnot. You know, you're happy to have the furniture that was there, but at the same time, you need to make room for your furniture. So you're shoving things around, you're moving things around, you're making things happen. This story has to do with a TV stand. Not an entertainment center, but a TV stand. Pretty small TV stand, but still too big for the space. This particular simp went and measured his TV stand to see if it would fit in the space that he wanted to put it in, that he and his gal had discussed. This is where this TV stand should go. This is where we want it. We want it to fit over in this particular spot, but it didn't. And this simp, who was a contractor, who had been around construction his whole life, who had, still very young, in their 20s, but still been doing construction for a minute, still building their career of what they're going to do, but knew better than to just try to carry some big heavy piece of furniture and put it in a space, grabbed a tape measure to verify it would fit, and it didn't. It didn't. The simp had tried to save himself some time, measured the space, and found out that a 38-inch wide TV stand is not going to fit in a 36-inch space. It's not. It's not going to do it. It's not going to make it. The problem is, this man was a simp. And his spouse tells him that that's where she wants it and it needs to happen. And he looks at her dumbfounded and says, it doesn't fit. Has her come in there, shows her the space is only 36 inches with a tape measure, then shows her that the TV stand is 38 inches and it won't fit. The response he received back blew his mind. The response back was, in my mind it will. Simps, if this is your story, if this is you, if you have a similar story, realize you're dealing with somebody that doesn't live in reality. Realize that if you decide to stay with this person, that you're going to not be able to be a simp at all. You're not going to be able to speak common sense to this person at all. When you can't show them with a tape measure that it doesn't fit, this person doesn't live in reality. This person is never going to see. They're never going to see you for who you are. They're never going to see a situation for what it is. They do not see it. So, in this situation, the simp said, no, it doesn't fit. I will not bring it in here. I will not put it here. It doesn't fit. The person, in my mind it will, says, well, if you come in here and you try to put it in there and it doesn't fit, I'll move it back myself. The simp says, this is a pretty good idea. Pretty great idea. Okay, here it is. The simp brings it in, sets it down, shows that it does not fit. Now, for some reason, even though a tape measure should tell you everything you need to know and didn't, now seeing that it doesn't fit in the space, the spouse says, oh, you're right. It didn't fit. Dang it. Then looks at you with a look of, are you really going to make me move it back by myself? Simps, the answer should be yes. Yes, you get to move it back by yourself because you didn't trust your man. You didn't listen to your man. Hell, you didn't trust your own eyes when he showed you with a tape measure that it doesn't fit. You should have to move that back by yourself. Simp, don't help her. Simp, make her hold to what she told you. This simp didn't. This simp didn't because he didn't know that it was just going to continue. He was going to be mistreated in this way because he was a simp and because she knew no matter how many times she made him move something to a place that she knew it wouldn't fit already, he was just going to go ahead and move it back for her. Simps, stand up for yourself. Don't be the simp that has to move furniture 6 different places where it don't fit to prove that it doesn't fit when you knew it wouldn't fit, when you showed him it wouldn't fit. Don't be that man. If you are that man, you're a simp. Stop. Stop. If today's story seems familiar to you or you have a similar story, the bad news is you're a simp. The good news is being a simp is 100% curable. All you have to do is recognize that you have a problem and make the decision to change. I'd like to conclude today with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Simps, toughen up. I'll see you on the next one.